It's Mazerati Row, Heartless Gang CEO, LOE representative. You tuning in to Artists on the Come Up.
I cannot fall off. Yeah. I want a million, I'm going to get it. These niggas is hating and I am not with it. The coupe is custom, windows is tinted. Everything paid for, nothing is written.
Mazerati. Where did you get the name Mazerati Row from?
Honestly though, it's crazy that you asked that question though, cause ain't nobody asked that shit before. I was in a joint a few years ago and they used to call me Highway Road because I was always on the highway and shit. Like, and then my man's like, nah, you gotta go by Mazerati Road. And fucking with him, that's when I started doing the music. Like I started taking it serious. So I got it in the joint. Shout out to Yaya.
Now where are you originally from?
I'm from Detroit, but I came down here in like, what was that, 2005? I came down here to finish school.
Yeah.
But then I got fucked up because I started.
So you went to KOKOMO?
Yeah, I went to KOKOMO, yeah. Then I fucked around, caught a case. And KOKOMO kicked me out, so I went back to Detroit, got my high school diploma, came back, got fucked up again, and again.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a little longer to get it.
Then like that fourth time, they sent my ass to the joint.
Right. So, you say you moving back from Detroit and KOKOMO. What's the difference between them and two different cities?
Like, is it big difference?
Yeah, as far as here in Detroit, hell yeah, it's like. Cause
KOKOMO, I know for a fact you can snitch on somebody and get away with it. In Detroit, probably not.
I mean, you got snitches everywhere.
Yeah.
There's snitches everywhere. It's just different methods about handling it. Like, you got different.
Well, I know KOKOMO, you can snitch on somebody and they might hang out with the same person in 2 weeks. That's type.
Yeah, but it really, I don't send it. I send that more so in KOKOMO more so because they protect it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the police right there.
Yeah.
So you do something, you know what I mean? Your brother lightweight be the one to tell, you know what I mean? So you never really know which way. Like when I just got jammed up this last time, I was actually recording with the man who was setting me up the whole time. Like he was my producer, he was producing my song. Like the first person I ever went in the studio with, period. Like, and the whole time the nigga was setting me up. Like,
that's crazy.
That's crazy. Be the closest people too, huh?
Yeah, you'll be surprised, and then it'll be the ones like you never expect. Like nobody expected this person because he was somebody like people knew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People kind of damn well respected the man, but I guess everybody makes decisions. You gotta make choices. Life comes down to choices. Either you can make the choice for you, or you can make the choice for everybody else.
Right.
I guess he felt like shit. He was picking himself. You know what I mean?
Cause like we was talking today in class, they was talking about like different methods of snitching. Like say if I get caught with weed on me and it's my weed, like, and I ain't saying it's my weed, is it my like right to say like that's my weed? Feel me? Like,
see, like I try not to really like try to define that because it's different. It's different shit in the world. You know what I mean? Like life is. It's too much in life to really narrow certain shit down, you know what I mean? But if you think deep into certain shit, you'll be like, because in some forms where you just justify, like, if a person's not a street person, if you're not a street individual, like, how can you call him anything for doing what he know is being right, you know what I mean? If he doing right, you know what I mean? And even when you got some people that's doing wrong, like, if the situation is a situation you put them in, and like let's just say for instance, like if they come in here right now and I got a gun on me, you know what I mean? If I throw the gun, y'all don't know what's wrong or what happened. How can y'all not involved? How can I say they snitched on me? Even though that's what y'all did, you know what I mean? That's what happened. I can't call y'all snitches because I put myself in that position, you know what I mean? And I put y'all in the fucked up positions to where it's like, what do you do? What is they supposed to ride for me? You know what I mean? Now, if I take y'all with me and we know what we doing, and then when we get jammed up, you tell, you telling, you know what I mean? But it's even on that track, like, you know what I mean? In my life, like, I've been through a lot of different shit, so like, it's people that would consider, like, there's people out here right now that be like, Rose said something. Like, if you listen to other artists, other musicians or street niggas or whatever, you know what I mean? These people that say they live in this real life, they tell you like, no form of snitch, you ain't supposed to talk to the police at all, but a thinking man is gonna do what he knows. You know what I mean? Not what the next man say. Because every situation doesn't consist of you trying to be a hard ass. I know a lot of niggas. I know at least 5 people that I came up with from like diapers that stuck to the street, the code of the streets. They ain't had shit to do with nothing, but because they felt like I gotta be honored, them niggas they wasn't even able to taste pussy, you know what I mean? They still sitting in the joint right now. We was 11, 12-year-old kids, you know what I mean? So it comes down to the shit like, I mean, what suits you, you know what I mean? What suits you, what's best for you and yours. Like, if, as a man, if I do something, whether I'm being a real nigga in some of these people's eyes or I'm being a bitch, nigga, snitch, whatever, if I can live with it, oh well. That's how I live life. If I can live with it, oh well.
Straight up. Have you been like, let me see, I want to say, have you been like in any trouble lately? Like,
nah, I mean, like, I'm proud to say, like, it's been a year and a month, and I ain't been in shit. Like, this the longest I've been out of trouble, like, in the whole time I've been down here. Like I said, I came down here in 2005. I got jammed up in 2006. Got out 2007. Got jammed up again. Then went down in 2009. I went down, and I just came home last year.
So looking at all the stuff that you did, do you realize like you can do better? Like,
yeah, I knew it then. It was just, again, the image that ones decide to try to paint or live by. You know what I mean? It'll cost your ass in the end if you ain't on your shit. Like I had a full ride. I came down here with a full ride scholarship in football. My grades was 3.0, so I wasn't really. I was a bad individual more so than a criminal. You know what I mean? I was just one individual who had a temper tantrum, and my actions did. Nah, I'm not gonna use it that way. If I thought it and I felt it, I did it. You know what I mean? And you can't do that. You gotta think about it.
Cause some people do.
Then,
kind of like murder, you kill somebody, but then now you're going to jail for life.
You feel me? But see,
reacted.
That's where it comes when you say the difference between Kokomo and maybe Detroit. Like the way you're raised in Detroit, it's a survival. It's a survival thing. You know what I mean? It ain't really no neutral. You can't really just be a kid that's going to play ball. You really gotta click up. You gotta have your crew of individuals, and you gotta know how to fight. First off, some people like this, like when I was coming up in the, let me say like the late 90s, 99, 2000, 2001, 2003, like we actually would fight. It was actually fish fights. You get your ass beat, you beat ass. You know what I mean? Now you got the pistols. And
people don't know how to fight no more. They never talk.
It ain't even about not knowing how. It's really the image that people paint. Music is powerful.
Yeah, I know.
Music is powerful. This is why it's one of my favorite things to do, because like people really live they self off of how we speak. Like
I know Future, when he rap, he talk about taking pills and stuff. I know he probably don't do the same thing he rap about, but other kids listen to it like, well, Future doing it.
Same thing with the Yo Gottis and the Jeezys and you know what I mean? It's really like self-explanatory on certain things. Like if you come out, like you don't really hear too many people listening like Lupe Fiasco, J. Cole, you know what I mean? People that really give you the shit raw.
You know who Lucci is?
Yeah, and see, that's a passionate individual who's giving you the story. Like he ain't telling you like this is what you should do. He telling you this is shit I've been through. Yeah. And that's really how my music come about. It's like I'm not telling you I'm glorifying the fact I went to the joint or the fact I fucked people up, I sold dope or none of that, I got money. I ain't glorifying that. I'm telling you what I went through, so if my situation relates to yours in any which way, you, at the end of the day, you like, shit, I seen how Mozzie came out that situation, fuck that, you know what I mean? And it's been, I got quite a few people that really used to be like, man, bro, you made a lot of money, but was it worth it? Now, let's say $1 million. If I told you I pay you $1 million to go to the joint, go to prison, say 5 years, would you do it?
No. I ain't doing that. Because you can't get time back no matter what you do.
You hear me? So ain't no amount of money, ain't no way I could be like, yeah, you know what I mean? See, in my instance, it ain't even the money situation. I got kids, you know what I mean? My son was born 8 days before I went to the joint. You know what I mean? So when I come home, I left, my son was as big as my arm. I come home, my son's standing this damn big, you feel me? So my daughter 12, and she damn near as tall as me. So, you know what I mean? Those things you be like, hell nah, but if you pay attention what Future's saying or any of the artists that you like, yeah. Shit, I'm about to ball out like they is.
I listen to Kevin Gates, and I feel like I listen to him because I feel like he go through the stuff I've been through. Not all of it, but like he touched me more than any.
Yeah, I fuck with Kevin Gates. I fuck with Kevin Gates. I fuck with Kevin Gates. Like T.I. T.I. is my biggest role model. T.I. and Meek Mill.
I was just gonna ask you that. What's your role model? Who you look up to? But I ain't talking about the rap game. I'm talking about like anybody. Like who inspired? Like
honestly, like first off, my mom. Like my mama's strong. Like, but you know, like our relationship when I was a shorty was so fucked up. You know what I mean? More so because I was a little nigga who wanted to be like daddy. You know what I mean? But I ain't know the nigga. So you know what I mean? I just know what the stories that everybody in the streets is telling. Like nigga, your daddy was. Goddamn it. You know what I mean? So you try to live that image as well. You know what I mean? But I was good with my hands too, so I was a fighter and I was a little nigga, so I felt like everybody tried to pick on me and shit, so I'm banging with your ass, you know what I mean? And as that progressed, you know what I mean, you start to smell yourself, you think you go against mama too, you think mama won't fuck you up, you think,
what they say, you start smelling your own piss?
You hear me? And it's true though, cause you really get to feeling yourself and you be like, well I don't need to do this, and like I said, I fell into the streets, I started gangbanging, I went into the streets. It was a whirlwind, like, then I started seeing people die around me, like, close people, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers, I really look at, like, my cousin Ant was really, like, that's my biggest role model ever. Him and my brother Ches, like, them was my biggest role models. And they like, it's like grapes and oranges compared to the two, you know what I mean? But the style that Ant had and the style that Ches had was one to make me, you know what I mean? So I could think for myself, like if I do something, I do it because it's me. Like, I'm not doing shit because you doing it. I don't give a damn that you think it's cool. I ain't on that shit. I'm gonna do it because this is what I want to do. If I do it, you know what I mean? And that's how I feel like T.I. Like, you know what I mean? He do what the fuck he want to do. Like, it ain't nobody that's influencing what he doing. Meek Mills. Ain't nobody influencing what he stepping out in his own lane. That's why I focus into like that.
Saying those two are your biggest, like, people you look up to, what made you start rapping?
Life. Like, honestly, like, the first musician I ever heard was DMX. Like, that was the first, not heard, but that was the first CD that I ever had. Like, back in Flesh of My Flesh, Dark Man X, like those, like that's
my mom listens to that.
When he was going, like it was real shit. Like it was shit that you really could be like
reality rap.
This is the shit that's going on with me right now. He talking about like he rich, you know what I mean? And this is shit we going through in the practice. So after hearing that, you know what I mean. And then as I got older, I started really seeing like people listen to me. Yeah. Especially when I talk. Like when I talk, people really listen. So I had to dipping and dabbing in the music. My cousins, you know, like we used to think we was the hot boys. Yeah. Like so that's really what started telling shows and shit like that. Then I came home in 2007, I'm like, man, I gotta quit the streets because I ain't trying to see the joint. You know, that penitentiary shit.
I can't even be in timeout, let alone
it ain't nothing like seeing your name in black and white though, followed behind some letters though. Like that shit, the worst feeling that I don't even think, like I ain't never felt a bullet or a knife before, so I don't know how that feel, but I think seeing your name on black and white with that A and that felony behind it, like it just do some shit to you, you know what I mean? Especially when you know your self-worth, like you know you like, I know I'm better than this, but you still going like, then for it to be, in my case, it was a motherfucker who I really was like family to, like, you know what I mean? So beyond that, like it's just
Is there like any morals like that you live by, like that you like to express, like? Cause some people morals like don't snitch, like you said, like some morals and principles.
Yeah, I got morals. I mean, I believe as a man, if you don't have morals, you can't be a man. You know what I mean? So, my first and foremost is that don't nothing comes before my family. Like,
Straight up.
I will. Life doesn't matter to me when you're talking about my family. Like, and that goes for like my guy, the people. I don't have too many friends, so when I say friends, that's my family. So, like going against them, anything in that direction of my family, like I accept no shape, form, or fashion of disrespect or anything towards my family. You know what I mean?
Right.
And beyond that, though, I stand for something, and I won't fall for just anything. That's really the main thing. Like, I stand by. My name is my name. That's my motto. Like, my name is my name, and I earned that. I earned that. You know, I tatted that across my stomach. My name is my name. 'Cause I earned that, and you ain't gonna take that.
What's the hardest thing about rapping and producing the music?
Disruption is like the thing that I don't want to say, because really ain't shit hard to me about none of it. I get irritated. It's more so irritation, and I be irritated like when there's people around that really ain't helping. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are you in here for? Like, get away, get out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing that really irritates me. Everything else, my life is what I'm rapping, so that shit easy. Like, it's just shit that I done been through or where I'm trying to get, you know what I mean? I might rap about having $1 million. I ain't got $1 million, but I'm damn sure gonna get it type shit, you know what I mean? That shit, it really comes, it's a passion, so it comes quite natural.
Right.
So, like, say when you rap, right, and you in the song, do you write your lyrics down?
I write them now. First, like when I first started, I never believed in the pen because I heard Jay-Z say I write it on the temple and with a pencil. But then like I said, when I got to the joint and me and my guy, like my brother, he Muslim cat, I'm a Muslim. So my brother, he Muslim. Yaya, he like, bro, if you really just sat down and you put it together, you might be able to make something. You know what I mean? Like Yaya was crazy. Like he was fast nigga. He like put it together. Then I started messing with my little guy Lucci from Nap. He be coming home soon too. Heartless Gang. He damn sure be on this, but when he get home,
that's what Gino was talking about.
Nah, that's another Lucci. This one, yeah. Okay. I think that's Caleb. He was talking about Lucci, but this Lucci, he from Nap, and it's one of my guys. Like, it's one of the most giftedest individuals I ever heard do music. Period. Like, he could take any song that you name. Name anything. Go to an old school soul song, and he'll make it into a rap, and the shit sound like it was supposed to be the original version. But anyway, Yaya tell me like put it down on paper. You know what I mean? So I started putting it down on paper. Now since I've been home, the growth I can see the growth from my first mixtape to this mixtape. It's like this shit come too easy. Like I get on the phone, go 5 minutes, like. Yeah, bro, come on, let's go record.
So, like, okay, say when you writing, do you ever come to, like, a little writer block or something?
Yeah, you always get that.
So how do you, like, get over that? Like, how do you do it?
I leave and go do something else.
Go do something else?
I go do something else. And then when it comes to, like, most of the time when I come in, I already got an idea where I'm going with it. Yeah. And as long as I got the idea where I'm going with it, I'm going to be able to finish it. But sometimes I be like, I make 4 or 5 songs. By that 6th one, it's like, damn, bro, there ain't nothing else to talk about. Like, all right, where we gonna go? All right, we just put this to the side. So when I hit the writer block, like, but I do so much in one though. Like, I'm doing the music, I'm doing my t-shirt company. Then I'm trying to start a clothing store. Yeah. So I'm doing a lot in one. So it'd be like I'd be able to just, all right, let me go do this time. Shoot.
Now, rapping comes with a lot of haters. Tell us about what do you dislike about the haters, and when you?
I love them. Like I don't dislike nothing. If you don't have no haters, you ain't popping, huh? Like if the one thing coming from being a street dude to being a corporate individual, you like if there's not somebody saying like. What you doing ain't what it is, or what it ain't like you ain't doing it right then. You know what I mean? That's like it's just like a woman. If you come home every night and your woman happy and she just don't complain about shit, she doing something. You know what I mean? You ain't doing something right. Only time you know you doing it right is if she complaining. It's just like, that's just life. I don't know why it's like that.
On my life.
But that's what it is. Like, that's like.
Even in basketball though, like, if the coach ain't getting on you about something, you ain't.
You hear me?
He don't
like,
care about you.
It's just the best player in the world right now, LeBron. But
yeah.
you got Steph Curry coming.
Yeah.
So they gonna say LeBron's not good because Steph Curry can shoot better than him.
Yeah.
Okay, if it ain't something, it ain't nothing.
On me.
That's how I leave it at. Like, I love the hate though. Like right now, the hate we going through right now, like the hate that all of this brings right now. Like before I came home, you ain't see nobody. Like I'll be the first to say it on record. Before I came home, you ain't hear about nobody doing music videos, nothing. Like everybody recording.
Yeah.
I dropped the first video and it set the city on fire. I love it. And I'm the type, like, call me if you got the place, call me, I'm there. But for some reason, these guys just want to, instead of uniting, instead of uniting, like, you want to make the sneak diss songs. Like, I can't read through the punchlines or something, you know what I mean? But I enjoy it, though, real shit. Like, I've been hating on all my life, and I loved every minute of it.
At first, I can understand why people hate on me, but they just hate you because they just want to be you, basically.
Yes, the hate is
they want what you got.
The hate is the brother to jealousy, and the and the stepbrother to envy. That's all that it is. You know what I mean? It's the brother to jealousy and the stepbrother to envy. That's all that hate is. So enjoy it while it lasts, because when they stop talking,
that's when you ain't doing something right.
Yeah, that's when it's over with.
Right.
Cause this interview is different though. Cause last interview wasn't like you talking to us like everybody else. They say one word, like we'll say a question, they be like.
That's why I tell them like I don't want to read. I like to come straight original. Like everything, if I feel like if you got a plan for it, it ain't meant to be. You know what I mean? I think the things that's meant to be just happen. It's like if you believe in God, you believe in God, right? If tomorrow is meant to happen, it's gonna happen. Ain't no reason for you to plan for it, cause it's gonna happen. Don't be scared to go outside and make sure don't nothing happen to you. Cause if it's meant to happen, it's gonna happen. Goddamn, it's definitely gonna happen.
You gonna die. You gonna die. You can't stop. You can't stop that.
Nothing in this world happens for no reason. It's no such thing as no reason. There's no such thing. Everything that happens is supposed to happen. Now you have the choice of it being a good thing to happen and a bad thing to happen on most situations. Yeah. But the only thing that's guaranteed in this world is that you're gonna die. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing guaranteed. It's not guaranteed you're gonna be born. Goddamn it, you're gonna take a breath. None of that shit. The only thing in this world is that you're gonna die. That's why I live for the moment. I don't trip. I do me. Enjoy every second of breathing. Cause when you like, some people be like, prison ain't shit. Them the same stupid motherfuckers that's going right back. You know what I mean? For real shit. That's real shit. Like you can come out in this motherfucker and you can get money in so many different ways. There's so many ways to get money. You know what I mean? And it's in my eyes, like I don't want no youngin to come up behind me like I'm trying to be the next Roe. You know what I mean? I want motherfucker to be the next Mozzie. The next Mazerati Roe, the next rapper to come up out this motherfucker. But the next Roe, like Roe was a straight fucking street nigga from Detroit that came to Kokomo and goddamn it, fucked this life up. You know what I mean? Fucked up everybody's life around him due to the fact that when you go down, when you go through a situation, it ain't just you going through the situation. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the fucked up part. Like when I was down, my cousin died in August. This was like I say, the cousins that we all grew up together. Like it's beyond really growing up. Like it's the same. You know how your mom is. You got that one cousin that you want to spend the night over their house all the time. But your mom like, hell no, nothing. I ain't got school type shit. This that cousin. You know what I mean? He died in a car accident running from the police. They flipped his shit over, hit him. He flipped over on top of the Meridian on the freeway. A month later, my oldest brother, he got killed over in Afghanistan. So, I'm sitting in the penitentiary cell. You know what I mean? Getting this information, like, damn, this what it is? Like, we can't go through this shit no more. A couple months later, my best friend, which was actually one of my ex-girlfriends. Like she ended up dying. So while you gone, you looking at life like shit ain't shit promised. So why the fuck am I wasting my time sitting up in here? So the next thing I'm like, all right, what can I do to make the same type of money I was making doing that, but make it doing it right? Music. Talk about the same shit that I'm living right now. Like, just put that type of shit out there. And somebody gonna buy it. If you can get 100 people to spend $10 on a CD for you, how much money you just made?
10 times 100, ain't that 1,000?
That's $1,000 free dollars. It ain't free, but that's $1,000 you just made.
And then think about it, they like it, they gonna tell that next person, and now you see, got 200.
Now you just got your marketing degree right there, because that's all the shit that they want you to learn in school. You know what I mean? But most people won't even take the time to do that, because they stupid ass is gonna go buy 100 grams, and they gonna sell it for $20. But instead of putting that money up, the motherfucker going to buy the next car, rims, chain, jewelry, like all this shit you see. I had this shit before I went to the joint. I don't spend my money on this shit no more. I stack my money. I got kids. You know what I mean? If anything, I would buy it for my kids. But when you see motherfuckers like, that chain roll got on fake. That ring roll got on fake. I'm glad that y'all watching it. Like, that's the shit that y'all paying attention to instead of what the fuck I'm telling y'all right now. Like, I'm telling y'all dumbasses, like, this shit is old regardless. It gets old. You can go buy your 2015 truck right now. In a year, that motherfucker is old. You just spent 50 grand on this motherfucker truck. Now the next year it just went all the way down to 15,000, and the next truck is out there. That's just life. Like, it was something that I was about to say, but I just talked myself out of my train of thought. I remember it.
Cool. Now going back to your music, how many songs do you have made and produced? I
don't know.
A lot. You just be going.
I got a mixtape. I got a mixtape. I was working on the mixtape, and I done got songs for like 4 mixtapes. I got mixtapes that ain't even edited yet. Like, I just like my mind just be going. Like, I make more songs than Gino, which is that's my partner in crime or everything. So, like, he do the editing. Yeah. I made more songs than he can edit. Let's say that. So we had to go buy a new computer with 2 screens and all type of shit. And we still can't. So that's good. I try to stay active in it because I feel like as long as I'm in the studio, I can't get in trouble.
That's right. It's like as long as I'm on the court, I feel like I can't get in trouble either.
That's what I was about to say. It's like this. Like, if people really thought about it, like 365 days out of a year, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. The police job is to catch being in the streets. The police job, anybody, is to catch you one time. You sleep for 8 hours out of the day, so that's 16 hours left. If you're working 10 hours, so that's 6 hours left a day, right? Now, being in the streets, you ain't working, so you got 18 hours to run around, do whatever. But in that 18 hours now, you gotta get the shit. Yeah. Bag it up, make it, whatever. Then you gotta actually get it gone. Yeah. And in the process of you getting it gone, you have to worry about the person you selling to trying to get you, the people that dislike you trying to get you, the people that might like you and still try to get you, and the police. But the police, one job is to catch you. Now, 365 days a year, this is what you have to do. You got to be worried about all this. You got to do all this and one. That shit is the hardest thing you'll ever possibly do in your life.
Sell drugs?
Anything that's illegal. Whether you selling drugs, robbing banks, goddamn it, breaking in houses. Because all you got to do is get caught once. One slip and it's over. All they need to do is get lucky one fucking time. Just one time.
Their job is not to get caught. Their
job is to catch you. One time, though. Like, you got to get away every time. Yeah. Every time you have to get away. And the fucked up thing is they don't have to catch you within a time limit. Yeah. It could be up to 7 years or some shit. Some shit, they got it forever. They can come get you when you're 100 years old sitting on your deathbed. and they can bam you up. So it comes down to, is this shit worth it? You don't think. Most people get out here and just really don't know shit. Like, they catch a case like with the snitching part we was talking about. Most of the snitches just didn't know that, like, they really didn't have to snitch. They really thought the police set them down just like y'all guys is. Like, I'm over here, y'all the police. They sit down like, well, goddamn it, we got you. And if you don't give us Roe, Gino, Scovelli, and Bryson, you going away for 20 years. Now, he ain't never had a fucking charge in his damn life. Right now, he only got a D felony. A D felony holds 3 years, 18 months, do 18 months. And his high, like, I can't do prison. I can't do prison. Y'all, I'm going to stop for a second. What you think prison is like?
Shit, hell.
I'm saying, do you
I
think
like school almost, like, you gotta be, like,
wake up,
you gotta wake up certain time. You probably get a couple hours outside.
Okay, now as far as the environment.
Like it's not like in the cell.
Like dealing with people, yeah.
I feel like there's gonna be niggas trying to punk you.
Yeah.
You think you gotta make sure you have a shank and shit like that, like people gang up on you. Now, some prisons it's like that, but
I heard most prisons is cleaner than jails.
The thing is, nah.
They lying.
I mean, I only been to one. Like, I ain't never, the craziest shit in the world is I've never been in trouble nowhere outside of this place. I was raised in Detroit all my life. Like, even when I caught cases here, I'm always going back. I still go back all the time. Like, I've never been in trouble up there. I only got in trouble here.
For real?
The reason why you get in trouble here, first off, is the prison system is nothing like what you think. Like, for African Americans, first off, if you in there and you on your own, like, you can stand on your own 2 feet, you can breeze through shit. You don't have to get like all the shit you see on TV where motherfuckers running up on you, punking and shit. That's what I thought when I first went, and I damn near knocked the motherfucker out as soon as I walked in there. But then the old head pulled me to the side like, nah, this ain't that. You know what I mean? This is really like you your own man. You know what I mean? It's just like being in the streets. Only difference is it ain't no pussy, and you can't leave, and goddamn it, you can't leave. Everything else is the fucking streets. Everything about it. You sit in and you gotta live with another man. Some prisons you gotta, like, it's open dorms. But the whole thing of it is, it's like if you can create, you gonna see who you really is. Yeah. Like, all of the bullshit goes out the window. All of the what your man's had you on, or the image, like who you are really gonna show. If you a solid motherfucker, you gonna stand on your own 2 feet and people gonna respect you as a solid motherfucker. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you're a pussy, you gonna get played pussy. One thing that you should never be, and you will never, like, this the one thing that really does. If you're a sex offender, the last place you wanna go is.
That's what I heard, cause most of them got daughters in there outside too.
Any sex offense. I don't give a damn if it's on an old lady. Any sex offense.
Is it because like they be thinking like that's my grandma type shit?
All that shit goes in. When you sit in a cell for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, you start to make up shit in your own head to be mad at other people about. Like, for real, shit. Like, hold on, that could have been shit. That might have been my teacher type shit.
He was in Indiana? Oh, he could have been. My mom lived in what?
And extortion is for real, but it's a place that, like, for some niggas, like, such as myself, like, needed. You know what I mean? I needed that shit.
To find yourself?
It really got myself wild. It wasn't even to find myself. It was really just to get my head together. You know what I mean? Because you can know, your mama and them can teach you everything right from wrong, and you can know that shit. But until your hard head ass bust your ass, you really ain't gonna understand. You ain't trying to hear that shit. Like, I was a man before I became a man. You know what I mean? So I'm out here, 13 years old. I'm still in cars and selling dope. You know what I mean? Gangbanging at 11. I ain't trying to hear shit. You can't tell me shit. I don't want to hear shit nobody got to say. Anybody talking, all that shit, you can say that shit. I'm going to school every day, too. This is the crazy part. I ain't never even smoked weed until I was 17. Never took a drink until I turned 18, 19, some shit like that. When I came here. Let's just say when I came here up there, I'm so focused, like we talk. You better not never get caught off your P's and Q's. Because that one time you drinking, that one time you sloppy, your motherfucker run up and knock your shit back. And then what you gonna do? You know what I mean? So, You don't indulge in that. You get into sports. That way you healthy. When a motherfucker run up, you can beat their ass. That way you gonna take off running when 20 motherfuckers jump out that car. You know, to get your ass on up out of here. And the police hop out. You know how to get on. Like, it's methods behind everything that we did up there. Down here, people don't give a fuck about you. Like, people in positions like that is dope boys. The reason we got so many snitches, this is first off. Because anybody can sell drugs here. Anybody can do that. Anybody can become part of a crime ring, let's say, like breaking in houses. Like, you'll take anybody. Like, you know, goddamn it, Will, if his mama scream at him, he gonna cry. So why is he the one you taking with you to do a robbery? What the fuck was you thinking? Like, that, you ain't thinking, my dude. Like, come on, let's be real. So, with that being said, why would you give this little nigga a pack? This is a felony. What you think he gonna do? He ain't never seen $100. This little nigga ain't never made $100 in his life. And you think he about to do 3 years? You think he going to prison for you? No. Same thing with anybody else. If you sell him to a motherfucker who got 6 kids, do you really think she about to lose her kids for you? Do you really? Come on, everything you doing, like, that's why I say you gotta think about everything you do. Like, that's just like fighting. Like, even fighting can lead you down the wrong path. Like, my little nigga done beat a motherfucker up where he died. And he in the joint right now doing 12 years for manslaughter. And it was a physical combat. Like, it was some shit that we usually do. But it happens like that. You know what I mean? Life is fucked up no matter which way you look at it. It's just, the only thing guaranteed, goddamn it, is death.
That's crazy. That's real shit.
So why do you think people should listen to you? Why should people listen to you?
Honestly, like, this is not no cocky shit, no nothing. I really don't give a damn if they do. Like, I do this for me, like, real shit. Like,
Kevin Gates said, I mean, if you want to go buy it, but if not, then
you know what I mean. I do this for me and the people around me. You know what I mean? Because as long as people around me seeing me doing something different, they feel like they can do whatever. You know what I mean? They know they can do different. Like, if he doing it, all people, you know what I mean? I can do it. Like, if you put your mind to it, that's the only thing that I really try to. That's why I work at this, you know what I mean? Because people knew I did it before, and before I went to the joint, like, my shit would start. I had really created a buzz for myself, but I was going under Road Angel then. But the whole concept of Road Angel was tied in to individuals who now we ain't in the same space, you know what I mean? Like, they feel some type of way towards me, and I feel some type of way towards them. But to get the negativitiness out and to put real shit in there, I'm like, this is what I do. So if you want to hear the real shit instead of this watered down shit that motherfuckers is out here seeing and giving you, then you'll fuck with Mozzie. If not, I mean, you gonna keep on living, doing what you do. Like, real niggas do real shit, and real niggas recognize real niggas. And that's on the level. That's me speaking as a street nigga, but as a corporate individual, if you want the truth, you're going to pay for the truth. If you want a lie, anybody can sell you a lie, but the truth is hard to come by. So that basically, that'll sum it up for Mazerati. That's Heartless Gang, LOE, period. Like, I won't even let them do something. If I feel like the shit that they doing is like, nah, bro, that's too off the wall, bro. Nah, if I ain't going to listen to it, I ain't trying. Whatever.
Yeah. What time for that freestyle, ain't it? What time for that?
Ah, shit. Let me
get
this. Well, technically, we're going to be 100. It ain't a freestyle. Because I'm going to give y'all some new shit.
All right.
This is just some new shit that I had did. If I remember the words. Matter of fact, this speaks on the topic that we were just talking about, matter of fact. I ain't choose to live this life chose me. Private overnight flights, I've been to Cali twice. This shit's amazing, should've seen this shit that they was blazing. Kicking with my OG blood, this ain't a vacation. It's how I spend my day. I hear the feds in town, so I'm in and out. No time to kick it now. Some say I'm dream chasing, my whole team waiting. Trap my occupation, loyalty's a combination. That's the fuck the sound of brother. Loyalty over everything. That's the fuck the sound of loyalty over everything. Yeah, that's what LOE stands for. Mazerati Road. Thanks for tuning in to RSN. Heartless Gang, loyalty over everything.